Hey guys, welcome back to my wolfed out Skyrim Dragonborn edition. Man, it's been so long that I forgot the actual what I say in the. Yep, it's been that long. But here we are, back in Solstheim. In this particular adventure, I tackle a little problem with the excavation that I have been surveying and funding close to Raven Rock. We'll see what the problem is. Take care of that, and I make our way to the Skal village, talk to the people's townsfolk, and see if they have any problems that I can help sort them out with before I talk to their head shaman about the secrets of the Skald and about dealing with Homeus Mora. So, join me on this adventure and enjoy. Well, I finally got a letter saying that they'd done some excavation, but it appears that they need my help with something.
Oh, it's you.
So, what is going on?
This isn't good. We only got a little ways in when something managed to wake up the Draugur. Before I could blink, all the miners were dead, and I was next in line. Don't think anyone else made it out alive. This is what I get for skimping on labor.
So, I guess I'm going to have to clear it now, right?
Well, unless you want to deal with the Draugur, this whole little venture of ours is over. Might be over either way. It looked like a dead end before the place started crawling. We could have missed something, though. I don't know.
Alright,
Any
let's
luck?
take a look. I'll take a look at that later. Alright. Let's check out this excavation. Oh, hello there, little guy.
No! Come on, let's see you put up a fight. I will destroy you.
Alright. That takes care of all of them. Let's see what's in this chest. Nothing really much. I don't think there's anything of interest really on these Draugur. Man, what brings them to life? It's like they're not able to go to Sophenguard. Oh, what is this? Some kind of skull. With designs on it. Huh. Alright, let's check it out. I hear a dragon word wall somewhere. Must be buried deeper.
Don't see that every day.
Yeah, boots of water walking? Oh, that could come in handy. Alright then. He only had 3 miners?
Any luck?
Yeah, I've dealt with the Draugur and found a way past the dead end. So, you can go ahead and keep on with your excavation.
Well, perhaps there's some hope for us yet. Now, I have to go recruit some more miners. It won't be easy, seeing as none of their friends came back from the first attempt. We'll have to sweeten the pot a bit this time. I think I'll need, say, 2,000 septums to hire replacements.
And that's fine.
I never get tired of that sound.
I'm sure you do.
It'll take me a few days to dig up some more laborers, but swing back when you get a chance. See how we're doing.
Okay. Now, let's take a peek into his journal, see what he had. Volume 20. This excavation is going to be one of the harder ones, I can tell. Hired some diggers out of Raven Rock. And they all said that they were experienced miners, but I guess they're not used to running into trouble as they dig. In a place like this, you never know what's buried. Long ago, I have to be ready. Well, never know what's buried long ago, and I have to be ready for whatever you may come across. In any case, there were some unfortunate losses when the sleeping dead weren't quite sleeping, and they weren't quite dead. The operation is stalled unless my friendly partner is able to find enough coin for us to hire some replacements. Might take up a collection from the constant spectators who gather to mock me. He seems to be very driven onto figuring out what's in this particular tomb. And since I hear the callings of a dragon word wall, I have to be that driven as well. Well, what else can I do while I'm here? Might as well go see if there is any more black books that the wizard has discovered. Let's make our way there. Well, that was a bust. He still has no idea on where to find any more black books. What should I do next? There's not much I'm tasked with. I don't want to do this. Maybe there has to be another way. Well, let's go help out some people in Skal then. In the morning. Let's head back to Raven Rock and rest up.
It's good that our people are now free. We can attempt to restore balance to our home.
I need to ask you something. Apparently, I need to find out the secrets of the Skald in order to defeat Merrick. I wonder if you have an idea about that.
You must talk to Storn then. As Shaman, he is the keeper of such lore. I have learned some of what he knows, but it is not my place to divulge anything to an outsider.
Aren't you his apprentice? He must have taught you something.
You will not convince me to betray Storn's trust. Talk to him. He will decide the matter.
Damn it. I was hoping my friendship with her would allow me to... Damn it. If I give the book to him, he'll get sucked into... He'll get sucked into Apocrypha, but I'm not... No, not yet.
My son and I gather items to trade with travelers who visit the village.
Who is your son?
His name is Nicholas. He's a good lad, strong and loyal. I only wish he wasn't so eager to leave the village. I've tried to tell him that the world beyond our lands is dangerous and cruel, but he won't listen.
Maybe I could talk to him.
You would do that? I know he would listen to you. You've been out there in the wide world. You know its perils. Yes, perhaps you can convince him. I would be grateful if you would do this thing, outsider.
So, who do you trade with then?
Many hunters pass through our village, and sometimes the Dark Elves of Raven Rock visit us. They bring us things from their homeland that we can't find on the island, such as spices, fine cloth, and ores that we cannot mine here. It's true we Skal prefer a simpler life than some, but we do still enjoy a luxury from time to time.
What do you got for sale?
Mostly things from the village or the land around it. Have a look.
Nothing I'm in need of right now.
I hope that you can make my son see wisdom.
My mother was Skal, but she left the village and I was born in Skyrim.
Why did your mother leave the village?
A trade ship from Skyrim struck ice off the coast near the village, and the Skal took in the surviving sailors. My mother fell in love with one of the sailors, my father, and eventually returned with him to Skyrim.
Did she ever return here?
Sadly, no. She died in Falkreath, where I was born.
Ah. Is there anything you need?
I came across a few of my mother's old things not long ago. Among them was a necklace that my father gave to her when they were married. I believe she would want it placed upon her tombstone in Falkreath, as a symbol of her undying love and the great sacrifice she made for it. If you find yourself in Falkreath, please give this amulet to the priest Runel and tell him that I sent you. He will understand. I don't have much to give in reward, but return to me when the task is done and I'll do what I can. Thank you, Skal friend.
That I can do. I do find myself in Skyrim from time to time. So what did you do in Skyrim before you came back here?
Well, my mother used to say that I was born an angry child. It's true that my heart has always been restless, and fighting was the only way I could find peace. I was a soldier for a time, and then a mercenary, but I was never truly happy until I came here.
Have the dragons made life a little bit more difficult for the Skal?
Well, the dragons are a constant danger, but so far they have taken little interest in our village. Thank the All-Maker for that. But have they forced us to change the way we live our lives? No, not at all. They are but one more hardship, added to the many we already endure.
There was a great brown bear on the slopes the other day. I could swear by the All-Maker that it was watching in the village.
I came here to study the history of Solstheim, but it's the Skal who intrigue me the most.
How long have you been studying the Skal?
Well, let me think. I suppose it's been nearly a year now. My goodness, how the time has flown.
And the Skal don't mind being studied?
Well, not so far. They think I'm a bit strange, but they seem to tolerate me. In fact, they've been very accommodating, hospitable even. They seem happy to talk about their traditions and history.
But you're not one of them.
Oh, no, most certainly not. I'm a historian. I'm here to learn about the history of Solstheim. Solstheim is a fascinating place, but we know so little about its past. There are many mysteries that remain unsolved.
So, what did you make of that stone structure everyone was building before?
Yes, that was a most disturbing experience. But to answer your question, the architecture was strange, almost otherworldly. Given that, and the considerable power it must have taken to affect our minds so completely, it would suggest the work of a powerful mage. Either that, or perhaps a Daedra. If so, then may the Nine protect us.
A Daedra, you say?
Powerful and malevolent entities who make their home on the plane of oblivion. Some of the more powerful among them can exert their influence within our world, and when they do, men inevitably suffer.
I see.
Take care now.
I've seen outsiders in our village before, but none were like you.
Yes, I do have a little bit of uniqueness to me. Your mother tells me you want to leave the village.
That's right. I want to go out into the world and earn great glory. I want to hunt the deadliest creatures and claim vast riches. I'm wary of living in this village. I want to do something with my life other than farm, fish, and hunt deer. I know it must be hard for an adventurer such as you to understand this, but we Skal live very boring lives.
I do understand. Before I became this, I lived a quiet life in Cyrodiil. It wasn't so bad. Now I'm bothered with all sorts of kinds of annoyances. But you would abandon your mother when she needs you the most? Here? There's nothing here that is true, but leaving her is just not the right thing to do.
There is truth in your words. She has not been herself since my father's death. I can see that in my eagerness for adventure, I have forgotten my duties as a son and as a Skal. You have helped me to see wisdom, and I thank you for that, Skal friend.
Going out and adventuring is not as cracked up to be. If your destiny's not into it, you can't really do anything about it.
If Nicholas leaves me now, I will be truly alone.
Don't worry. He has agreed to stay.
May the All-Maker bless you with many sons and daughters, outsider. Once again, you have shown that you are a true friend of the Skal. I wish that I could give you a reward that is equal to the joy in my heart, but I don't have much to offer one who has so much already. Perhaps these will prove useful to you. These herbs are unique to the island, and their light cannot be found elsewhere.
There was a great brown bear on the slopes.
No problem.
May the
I
sun
could
light your
swear by
path.
the Allmaker that it was watching the village.
Yes.
I am in no mood to talk, outsider. One of the Skal has gone missing.
Who is missing?
It is Baldur Ironshaper. As our only smith, Baldur is very important to the village.
Did anything unusual happen around this disappearance?
I do not remember Baldur acting strangely. Although now that you ask, I did see something in the woods on the day he disappeared. I saw 2 elves in the far distance dragging something behind them. Hunters often visit our land, so I thought little of it.
Where were they headed?
South and west. If your road takes you that way, perhaps you could search for any sign of Baldur. The Skal would be grateful.
I am called Wolf Wildblood. I am first hunter of the Skal.
So what wisdom can you share about hunting?
The first piece of wisdom I teach to any hunter of the Skal is to ask the simple question. Should I truly kill this beast? We take only what we need, and so we preserve the oneness with the land.
So, the oneness with the land. I guess you don't want to overkill to ruin the population of the animals, I take it?
The Skal hunt not for sport, but to survive. We believe that all creatures have a right to live as they will, and when we take what we need from them, we thank the beast for its gifts. The less we disturb the land and the beasts within it, the more we respect the wishes of the Allmaker.
So, what else does a first hunter do?
When we stalk large game, I lead our hunters in tracking the beast. It is also a way of saying that I am the most skilled hunter in the village. I doubt that an outsider could truly understand, but I hope my words have helped to answer your question.
How long have you been first hunter then?
In days past, my brother Torkild and I would share the hunt, but that was long ago.
What happened to your brother?
I wish I could tell you. He had a wild gleam in his eye, more so than most. In my darkest times, I fear he fell in among the werebears of the glacier.
The werebears? I ran across a few of those.
Twisted beasts, a curse of Hircine. True bears are noble and great creatures of the wild, but the Daedra have no skill for creation, so they defile the Allmaker's workings. I've heard tell of men who, by curse or by heart's desire, become transformed into one of those vile things. It is a pitiable fate, and one that I fear has fallen to my brother.
Do you have any idea where he might have gone then?
He set off from here so long ago. It's hard to say. Could be in Hammerfell for all I know. If you happen to cross his path, be wary. He was a fierce warrior as a man. If he fell prey to his more bestial side, he could be deadly.
I'll keep an eye out. Why do you think your brother became a werebear?
He never felt the call of the Allmaker, as I do. As we all should. We seek to live in peace with the land. But he had an eye for dominance and strength. For unnatural strength, you need look no further than the beasts of this island, mangled by the Daedra. It's not a fate I would wish on anyone, and not what I wanted for my brother.
Alright. If I do happen to see him, I might have to take care of him. In not the best of ways.
May your hunts always bring you game.
The ash from the Red Mountain has made the land sick.
That is true. I believe I can help them on these few little errands before the big event happens. I don't know what to do. He's gonna get sucked into Apocrypha. And I don't think I would be able to get him out. Even if I forewarn him, he's probably more than likely going to suggest doing it voluntarily. Alright. I shall set off on these few little errands, probably see what I can find, maybe run across something interesting before I take it upon myself to do this. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed watching this Wolfed Out Skyrim video. Now remember to comment and subscribe if you so feel like it. Be sure to check out my other LP series. Now if you want to know the mods I use, check the description below. You guys stay furry, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!